back, a worry creeping back in?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a number of things that we need to be concerned about, particularly the situation in the Eurozone. And we have the ECB speaking on Thursday to get more information as to what's going to happen with the outlook for 2014. Of course, the Fed tapering concerns are hitting investors. I think a lot of investors are now going to pull back or rein in a lot of that risk appetite, wait till we get more cues from the global central banks before we can really put the chips back on the table.
And how does I mentioned the Japan stimulus,
yes.
How does that play into all of this?
Yeah, I think it's a positive story if Prime Minister Abe can launch another economic stimulus package. That we saw that response in the Nikkei overnight. I think generally the way that a lot of our clients are seeing it is that if we got the Federal Reserve stepping out of the stimulus game, then we need other central banks to support the global economy through liquidity. And if the Bank of Japan can do that, that's a strong commitment that 2014 is going to be another year of ample liquidity in the global market space.
You mentioned the ECB on Thursday. Given the worries in Europe, are you expecting them to do anything?
I don't think they're going to do anything on Thursday, not at all. I think they might possibly drop some hints. They'll keep a very dovish stance. Mr. Draghi himself, he's going to stay quite tight-lipped. There may be some talk about negative deposit rates, but I think that's a very drastic action for drastic times. I think what the market may be looking for is possibly some information on another round of LTRO, and that should give us a bit of a boost. But I really don't think that we're going to see anything from the ECB this Thursday.
And of course, tapering. Again, we're talking about it.
Yep.
We saw that spike of the dollar. That means December's off the cards now. So March?
I think March, that's when we pinned it in for. I think when it comes to tapering itself, it's really just a quick question of when they're going to do it. I think this payrolls figure that's coming out on Friday is going to be the key deciding fate for tapering over the next 2 or 3 months. If we get a number over 200,000 jobs created by the US and the unemployment rate dipping down to 7.2%, then I think a lot of those tapering fares by at least March or April will be back on.
Autumn statement from Osborne Thursday. It's been such a positive story in the UK. What happened to the retail sales yesterday?
Yeah, not as encouraging as many people thought. But then again, it's with retail spending in the UK, we've got a number of data releases, and this one particularly goes in very sharp contrast with the official release from the UK government, which has been pretty strong. So I don't think investors are going to spend too much time looking over this number. We know that the UK retail sector is doing a lot better, and retail sales, again, with the Christmas sales period coming up, it's going to be much better going forward.